Hey friends, welcome to your daily encouragement, devotional, sometimes rant, as we're learning to walk with Jesus. And so what we're going to look at in this one and over the next couple ones is how he doesn't tempt us when we're at our best. Evil tempts us when we're at our worst. And so you can find the story that we're going to look at. It's when Jesus was led into the wilderness. You can find it in Matthew chapter 4, Mark 1, Luke chapter 4. But we're going to read Matthew's account, just the first two verses. And it says this. Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. After 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. Right? I don't think they have to put that last little bit in. 40 minutes, 40 hours, 40, I'm ready to eat. And so this is remarkable that Jesus went out there and he spent this time with God, and he was really working on that relationship as he was about to enter his public ministry. But I don't find it any coincidence this is when the devil attacks. See, this story happens right after our last video where Jesus was baptized. And the end of that story, it says that there was a voice from heaven that said, "This is my son whom I love. With him I'm well pleased." And that didn't happen to me at my baptism, and it probably didn't happen to you. I just think that at that moment, Jesus was just full of the Spirit, on fire for God. But that's not when the devil attacked. But what it did do was it clued him in onto who Jesus was. So I think he began to watch. And then Jesus went out into the wilderness, and he didn't attack on day 1 or 2 or 10. He waited until Jesus was hungry and worn down and beat down and lonely. And that's when we get attacked too. Right? It's been a long day. The kids are fighting. Your boss explodes on you. Right? Someone cuts you off in traffic. Right? All those things. That's when the enemy attacks. That's when we're most susceptible. See, and so I think it's important for followers of Jesus to take care of ourselves, to eat, to get enough sleep, to take a nap if we need to, if we can, right? To exercise. But when you can't, when you're going through it, when it's been a hard day, just understand that's when you're going to get hit. That's when the enemy attacks. That's when it becomes easier for us to say something that we don't mean. That's when it becomes easier for him to put a wedge between people, between partners, between friends, between you and your employer, between you and your neighbor. Because he wants to destroy any kind of influence that you have with them that might help you point them towards Jesus. And so we've got to really keep in check. We don't want to lose our temper. We don't want to say things we don't mean. We have to take care of ourselves. Because when we're worn down and beat down, it's not always them. Sometimes it's us, because the enemy doesn't fight fair. He's waiting for us to struggle. He kicks us when we're down, because evil doesn't tempt us when we're at our best. He tempts us when we're at our worst. Have a beautiful day.